Welcome to the Cult of Cinema. I did not expect to be making a video this late at night, but here I am. We're going to do it. It's that time of year. It only happens twice a year, and it's like Christmas for us cinephiles. Hey, Christopher, have you been checking out the Vinegar Syndrome sale yet? Have you picked anything up? I thought I'd come in here because I know some of you guys are looking right now. You snagged them. Let me know what you got. Unfortunately, I didn't have much on me right now. Hey there, Alan. Money-wise, so I could only grab a couple things. Hey there, Andy. What'd you get, dude? I'm going to open up the Evil Town Vice Academy and Fleshpot. Nice. Hey there, Adrian Aker. So, what I got was just two titles. I can only afford to get a couple things. On the in the sale. So I had to get what everybody else was getting, and so I had to get Rad. I had to pick up Rad. Everybody knows getting that title. It's a little scene like Hal Needham film that I think had a VHS release and a Laserdisc, but never ever got on DVD. It's never been on Blu-ray. So I didn't think I was going to go for it, but I saw the cover and the lenticular artwork, and I saw like the once it's gone type of thing, and I got sucked in for Rad. I did. It was a bit pricey, but I had to go for it. And the only other one I could pick up was Blood Games. Hey there, Shadow. I could not pick up Blood Games. I initially went in saying, okay, if I get Rad, I'll get Taming the T-Rex. I want to have the two 4K releases. So that'll be like because I haven't bought any 4Ks in a while, and it would be kind of like a treat to me. And that I knew that I couldn't spend anything over that. Penitentiary 2 is a great one. So that's one I really like. You got the ones the slipcover in Penitentiary 2 is excellent. So anybody that's picked that up, cheers, right now to you. I didn't get Tammy this time though, Ricky. Sadly I didn't. I went for Blood Games. I wanted that slipcover. The slipcover on Blood Games was really, really nice looking. And I know the movie Blood Games pretty well, actually. Hey there, Dave. It's a fairly cheesy film. I don't know the director that well, but I remember it is such a fun, cheesy film. It's not half as sleazy as you might think it would be, to be totally honest with you. But it's going to be it's a fun one. So if you go in for Blood Games expecting I spit on your grave, you're not going to get that. It's actually a lot tamer than that. You get a shower scene, and stuff like that. But it's overall it's a cheesy little fun revenge flick. You got Blood Games too. So the ones that came out, by the way, for those that haven't on site yet, and I'm guessing that's nobody, I'm sure all you are there. Blood Games, The Severed Arm, which is the for horror aficionados. That's the first work from Angus Scrimm, who plays the tall man in the Phantasm movies. So he's passed on now, but he was in the. Pretty sure he was in The Severed Arm. If it's The Severed Arm that I remember, then just like IMDb it, but I think he was in it. I think that was an early role for him actually, unless I got it wrong. So of course there was the ones we already knew about, which was The Immortalizer and Patty Hearst. Then there's the two VSAs that came out that are for really they're for next month, but for June. They're for June, right? Can you can buy the VSAs now, right? So the VSA ones are LA Wars, which is a cool little actioner, and Dr. Jekyll's Dungeon of Death. Wouldn't be my first choice as a next horror release, but VSAs are for me. Okay, thanks. But definitely cool, decent stuff. Now we got 4 good slipcovers. I couldn't grab any of them, but there are 4 films that should be in your Vinegar. LA Wars, you say, Let My Puppets Come, Zombie Island Massacre, Public Affairs, Cheerleader Trauma 5, Stat Picks. Oh, I wish I could have got some more. But I was lucky, man. I really didn't think I was going to get anything at all. And my better half, kind of at the last minute, pretty much when the sale hit. Hey there, Dale. She was like, we can't afford it. We really can't, but you can grab a couple things. Are you serious? You lost Voice Academy of that period of time? Like they had like what's that, 100 copies of like the Blood Games like Warriors meets Deliverance. Actually, yeah, kind of. That's not a bad take on that. So what did you grab, Logan? So for people that don't have any of the ones, the new slip covers, uh, they're actually really good titles that actually have. Hey, Christine, welcome. What did you get in your order? It's like I apologize, unfortunately. I hope. Well, here's the thing. If somebody, I did see that. I actually went to Blu-ray Forum and I looked at that a guy had a bot. I hope that if somebody has ordered like several copies of a title, I'm going to be bluntly honest with you. Hope your order gets canceled because nobody should be ordering like 5 or 6 copies of one title. And if you're somebody that does that, yeah, you're not a cool person. You're the opposite of a collector. You're a scalper, and I don't like scalpers. They do not pass the muster on this channel. Please hit the like button if you're here, guys. So there's 4 titles with new slipcovers, by the way. Night Train to Terror, which is an excellent film. If you don't have it, definitely pick it up. Slipcover on that one's excellent. Punkfication, one I got to get down the road. I'm glad it's got a slipcover. I hope the slipcover lasts for a while with that one because I do want to own that film. I don't have Psychic Killer either, which I did see a lot when I was a kid. Penitentiary 2, Uninvited, Beyond the Door 3, LA Wars, Savage Harbor, and Savage Dawn. Really good choices. And Psychic Killer is a fun one. It's a slower one, actually, but it's a fun one. And Evils of the Night. I mean, if you picked up Evil Town and you didn't pick up Evils of the Night with the slipcover, get on that because they kind of go together. I do have Night Train to Terror and Evils of the Night already. So I definitely couldn't like, justify going in and buying that. I think that Shadow. I think that the double feature, that those box sets are going to go pretty fast. I got to open up the YouTube things. I'm missing out your comments, so I do apologize. We all know what's on the website right now, and we'll talk about that as we go through there. They did have a kind of a neat thing called like mini slip covers, as somebody mentioned on here before. Angel Collection's definitely worth it. I'm really surprised that some of the titles went as fast as they did. The Jelly and the Angel set. Oh, nice. Blood. Yeah, I had to get Blood Games. I'm sure. Is Chris here tonight? Chris Sloan? Because I know he is a slasher guy, and that's kind of a slasher thing. Candy Snatchers. I don't want it to go too fast because I really liked Candy Snatchers, and I really want that one. Actually, you'd probably like Evils in the Night better than you would like Evil Town. If I'm going to be bluntly honest with you, Logan. Malabimba, Satan's Baby Doll. Actually, that is kind of like the other title for it. You can buy the slipcovers at the movies. You just go into where it is, and it'll show the slipcover with the movie, and it'll give you the price of the slipcover without the movie as well. So you can buy the slipcovers on their own. That's something that can be done. So that's actually pretty cool. Malabimba is one that I actually do have. Angel sets are going fast. If anybody here has not picked up the Angel set, and it was one that they're even remotely looking at, then yeah, go for it. The sets that Vinegar put out are extremely well produced. They're extremely they're sturdy. They're well made. If you don't have the Angel collection in your movie library, I strongly recommend it. Whether you like Angel 2 is your jam or not, because that's more of a comedic one, the original Angel film is a really good thriller. It's a good drama and it's a good thriller as well. The killer in the original Angel film was played by John Dale, who was yeah, you'll be getting Blood Games if you got the kind of like to have the subscription thing. Like the only thing you got to look for, Logan, is the stuff that's outside of the norm, like the VSAs and like the releases kind of like that came in Those are the ones you'd be looking for. That because all the rest of the stuff, you're gold. You're getting them anyway. I did put an order, a very small order, but it was just for Rad because I think did everybody grab Rad? Am I the I'm not like everybody grabbed it, right? It was like it's this movie that nobody's had for like or seen for like a long period of time. I saw Van Door slipcover sold out. Wow. Okay, excellent. So shout out if you got Rad. Um, so Hal Needham had to go with that one. And I grabbed Blood Games because Blood Games is one that I couldn't be without. Blood Games is a movie that I actually bought the VHS of back in the day. Uh, didn't seem up your alley. It's different. I mean, it's like My Chauffeur is in it. Like it's more of like it's just a chill type of film, and good soundtrack if I remember correctly for Rad. It's been a long time since I've seen it. Don't expect anything like extraordinarily out of the gate with Rad. Basically, this is one that it's a Needham one, and Needham, of course, for guys, he was a stunt guy, and he did a lot of Burt Reynolds films. Like he was a stunt man, became director, did a lot of Burt Reynolds stuff. So Hal Needham was the guy that the guy that directs the John Wick films. So Hal Needham was that of his day. So he was that type of guy of his day. He was a stunt guy that became a director and directed a lot of really popular films. This is just one that didn't get the traction that a lot of the other releases did. But there was so much to choose from. I really wanted to get Candy Snatchers. I originally had Candy Snatchers and Blood Games in my cart, and then I had like Rad and Tammy and the T-Rex in my cart. Hey there, Bill. Because I wanted those two 4Ks. Or I wanted to like get two 4Ks. But Blood Games slipcover was so awesome. I gotta say, it was so awesome that I went for it. Candy Snatchers is a better movie than Blood Games. Both are great, are good, are fun films in the way that they are. Uh, but uh, but I'll get Candy Snatchers down there, even if I miss the slipcover on Candy Snatchers, because I don't think Candy Snatchers is one that's limited with just the slipcover. You can actually get that one. So we'll see how that one goes when it comes to because that's like high. Out of all the limited editions that were on my list, Candy Snatchers was probably like the highest. Now, what did you guys think of the two VSAs that were released? The new announcements for the VSAs. Anybody get excited for either one of those? Like LA Wars or Dr. Jekyll's Dungeon of Death? Both are cool releases. LA Wars is definitely a low rent, low budget like title when it comes to, but it is exactly what a VSA is meant to be. Like it's like a Savage Harbor. It's that type of thing. It's the ones that you would find pretty much in your back in the day, kind of like in the dollar, like in my area, in the dollar stores. You'd have these like movies there, and they'd be these action films and stuff that you wouldn't know about, but they were fun. You'd get them and you'd have fun with them, like Savage Harbor, right, or Savage Dawn. You have fun with the movies. They're fun films. They're great releases. Got the big covers, but got the big stuff like that. Hell Riders, I didn't order yet. I'm starting to get behind on the VSAs, which is making me a little bit nervous because I got the first four and I want to get the rest. The Rad was part of the Flash half subscriber sale. Oh, you don't think it was included in the half subscriber sale? Probably. Wait a minute. Yeah. Which VSAs are you missing, Indy? Yeah. See, I collect the VSAs. Normally, that would be the first thing that I'd go for, but they scared me with the Rad is two-thirds sold out, and it's not coming back. And I missed out on the limited edition slipcover for Tammy the T-Rex, and that friggin' killed me. That hurt as a Vinegar Syndrome collector to miss out on the Tammy the T-Rex slipcover. I didn't think it was going to go that fast because I thought like nobody's going to buy a lot of the 4K ones. Like people won't buy the 4K ones as much. So I'm pretty safe. So that's how I went. You guys think I made the right decision? Evil Town went really fast. I mean, Evil Town and Vice Academy went super fast. They'll keep an eye on the website for the next couple hours or next, because I will be honest with you, like the last time I was, when I first came to Nova Scotia, when I first got here, one of the things that happened was what was it called? Red, something red, and Sweet Sugar were both like sold out, like in like really sold out, really Red Mob, I think, Sweet Sugar sold out really quickly. And Vinegar Syndrome went back and looked, and they realized that some people had bought like 2 or 3 copies or more of those titles, scalpers basically. So what Vinegar Syndrome did was they just took out the extra copies of the titles, and said, you know, nope, we're putting more out there for you guys to sell, to sell, so everybody can get copies of this stuff. It's not fair just for somebody to have 3 or 4 copies of a film. We're not going to do that. As far as I know, Vinegar Syndrome still follows along that line. So hopefully, if somebody went out there and tried to snag up a bunch of VSA copies, it's going to bite them in the ass. And when you guys there, some of you guys there are actually going to get them down the line. Unmasked Part 25 is a really nice one. Now, if there's certain ones that you get your hat on the fence about, whether it be a box set or it's a slipcover one, if I got it, I will go grab it over there. I will mention it. I'll actually show you guys. Because if there's something that I got here, hey there, David, and you're kind of curious, you're kind of wondering, Old Dracula, oh, that is going to be cool. I like that film. I actually do like Old Dracula. My dad is definitely going to get that one. And that's the next month. By the way, the June's titles came out as well. Old Dracula was the one that like interests me the most. Yeah, it is like Unmasked 25 because the character is blind. I like Luther the Geek. Now, some people didn't. Do you like Stacey Haddock when she was young? Because you're going to see a lot of her. I mean, you're going to see a lot of her. And I like Luther the Geek because of the fact that Luther the Geek is, let me get the Amityville set, I'll show you, is he commits to the role. If you like her, then dude, you need Luther the Geek, because if you ever wondered, hey, what's Stacey Haddock like, you're gonna know. I'll go grab, and is there anything else you guys want me to grab while I'm over there? So I'll go grab the Amityville set. I'll show you guys what that looks like. What's my favorite catalog slip this sale? I'm in between Night Train to Terror and Night Train to Terror probably. Punkfication is nice too though. But let me go grab the box set. Last chance, guys. Is there anything else? Public Affairs, I don't know. That's one, I know it's an adult title. I haven't seen that one, or if I've seen it in a long time. I love Night Train to Terror. You gotta love that song, you know? Everybody's got something to do. Evils of the Night is a cool film. Now we gotta look at the people that are in Evils of the Night too. You're not talking about like a nothing cast. You're talking about like Neville Brand is in this film. You got Tina Louise. You got like John Carradine. Just a cool cast for Evils of the Night, and a way better film than you'd expect. And it has that Millennium Falcon on the cover. So how can you not want a movie that has a Millennium Falcon on the cover? Yeah, I was going to wait on Blood Games, and I was going to get something else. But I looked at that slip, and I'm like, I will kick myself if I don't get the slip for Blood Games, because it is so good. Story focused one. So Dale, that's right up my alley. That's one that I'll definitely be going for down the road. Let me go grab Amityville. Again, before I go, is there anything else you guys want to see slipcover wise that I might have over there? I didn't pick up Severed Arm this time. I will get it down the road. Is that the one with Angus Scrim in it? Uh, I'm kind of because I kind of remember it. If it's that one, if it's the one with Angus Scrim. Angel Collection's down 24. Let me go grab the Angel Collection and Andyville. I want to show you, I'm going to show you guys on these too, because I really think these, like, you're going to kick yourself if you don't get it. I know Logan's got these, and I'll be right back. All right. So I am back, and I want to show you this. But first off, if you guys are looking at getting unmasked, here's the slip to unmasked, part 25. This is an yeah, I know, isn't it cool? Counting it down like Dick Clark's Rock New Year. On the see on the other side, there is Braille on here. It is raised. You did a good choice. This is a really cool film. You're gonna like it. Even it's even like embossed on the sides here as well. If you don't have this film, I really recommend it. It's not what you think it is. It's not like a Friday the 13th film. It's you got this guy that's like a Jason the type of character, but he's got a British accent. He quotes like Byron and Shelley and stuff like that. This one is getting low in stock. It's got some neat features, including 2 audio commentaries on here as well. And if you've never checked it out, I do recommend that you check it on mass. It's a great release. People asked about Angel and Anvil set, so I'll show you the Anvil set first. This was the one that came out. So this is the way that the Anvil one is done, and you can see it's got kind of a. I always see this as like a Blair Witch style thing. You know what I mean? I know it's supposed to be like blood dripping stuff, but it definitely has kind of a Blair Witch look to me. You open it up, and 4 really cool releases. We got Anvil Horror, The Evil Escapes. Now, this one is the only one that's actually, people thought all these were TV films, but this is the one that's only, this is the only one that's TV films. This is a TV film, and you know what? It's one of the more brutal films. It's definitely got a mean streak to it, and a really nice mean streak as well. The sale has started, Action Jackman. It's up there right now. Stuff's going fast, man. This is About Time. It's About Time. This is a really cool one. Hey there, Chris. Anvil, The New Generation. And Anvil Dollhouse. Just look at those. They look gorgeous. They're definitely something that I do think belong in everybody's collection when it comes to that. These here, excellent titles. And I'm going to really quickly, because I know that it's going pretty fast. I'll show you the Angel collection as well, because if you don't have it, I'm going to tell you. About Time's your favorite one? Which one has the one with the zombie dad? I like Zombie Dad. He's pretty cool. I think it's Dollhouse, actually. So this is the Angel collection. This has Donna Wilkes on this side. We get Betsy Russell on this side right here. And the third film starred Mimi Capture. So when you open it up, you get like Mimi Capture right here. And you get another picture of Mimi Capture right here as well. It slides open like this. It's a split case. It's my favorite of all the split cases that I've seen. It's a great set, Kyle. I think you'll like it. It wasn't in that film. I got to mix up with something else. I know I do. So there's Angel, Avenging Angel, and Angel 3, The Last Chapter. Angel is definitely the best film out of the 3 films. This is the first one right here. It has an interview with Donna Wilkes on here, an interview with the director as well, and the composer. It is a fantastic release. This is a great thriller. It is a fantastic thriller, and again, the guy in this, what's his name? Is it John Dahl? It's John Dahl. So I think it's John Dahl. I may be getting his name wrong. But anyway, so the actor in this was in the TV series Miami Vice. And he plays an amazing killer. So if you're one of the people that were lucky enough to grab this one before it sold out, I hope you did. Because I'll be honest with you guys, it's worth it. It truly is. So the Anvil set, if that one's still there, get on that before that one goes too. as you can see, Vinegar Syndrome put out some of the best looking box sets uh, available. And if you've ever seen the Jelly set, which I've shown on my channel as well, yeah, the price for this here right now is insane. Uh, the thing is, I things are going like super crazy and super fast right now. Get the Anvil set because that's going to go. Hey, Mary, did you get some stuff? I can't believe I only got one horror on this one. The set picks are selling super fast. Fantasex, they had 12 copies. They had 2 copies of the 4K Maniac, which is a great release, by the way. Yeah, Blood Games should be in the half-year subscriber one package because it starts. Oh, it starts in June. Oh, okay. So you got the halfway package? You mean like as in the one that started tonight? Dude, wish I could afford the halfway package, half-year package. So you'll start with Old Dracula and stuff like that, which is a cool title. It's a fun little film. People like kind of diss on the whole David Niven one, but yeah. So if you're yeah, you're good. I mean, you're good if you picked up Rad with that and picked up some of the VSAs as well. If there's any of the ones like Blood Games, if you haven't picked up Blood Games, Logan definitely one to look into. It's definitely a cool little release. Unmasked is down to 16. Once more, guys, if you don't have this movie, Logan, if you don't have this movie, this is actually one of the better horror, like comedy type. Any giallo other than the box. Corruption Chris Miller, Action Jackman is a Spanish giallo. So that's the only other one that I can think about right now that they put out. But if anybody else can remember any other giallos that may have been put out by Vinegar's Syndrome, they can definitely let me know. But so far as I know, it's just Corruption Chris Miller and the Forgotten Jelly box set. Picked up Candy. You're gonna love Candy Snatchers. I think it's a bit of a mean film, and nobody's likable in Candy Snatchers, but they're not meant to be. And that's something that I got to say I really adore about this film. Even like little characters, like there's a kid that comes upon it's a kidnapping, right? So a kid that comes upon the girl, and even he is a bit of a jerk. Any good older hidden gems on DVD? Well, it depends on the stuff you're looking for. I mean, if you're talking about some of the more adult titles, yeah, like some of the Peakoramas that they put out there, depending on the type you like, there are some good double features when it comes to that. The one with Baby Rosemary kind of stands out. Sudden Fury is a Blu-ray. That one is definitely an excellent title. Yeah, Dolly and Pale Blood won't be on sale. They'll be on sale on the next sale, but I don't think their slipcovers are going to be there then. Things that go under the radar. I still think A Woman's Torment is a fantastic film if you don't have it. But there's other like Incubus. If you don't have Incubus, again, it's John Cassavetes and John Garfield. That's like a no-brainer when it comes to like a title to pick up. I really liked Incubus. It really kind of blew me away. John Hoff directed it, which was another big bonus for me because I like what he does with some of the cam work and stuff like that. Body Melt, another fantastic. It's a Stern release it's almost like an anthology film. I'm on late tonight. I should be in bed because I got to work in the morning. But this is a special occasion. Berserker is an excellent little film. It has Buckflower in it, George Buckflower, and it's a cool one. Beth Toussaint is in it. Trust me, if you don't know who Beth Toussaint is, you do. You do know who Beth Toussaint is. You just might know her by name, especially if you're like a Star Wars fan, for instance. Star Trek fan. I'm going to get them all mixed up now. Let me see if I can find like a younger picture of her. She always had that kind of Linda Hamilton look for me. Here's a picture of her from like from Star Trek Next Generation. Not the best picture, not the most flattering picture, but she is actually a very attractive girl. But that's Beth Toussaint. She is in Berserker. She's really in Berserker. She's always like Don't kill me for this one. She's a kind of a bit of a, maybe a slightly more attractive. I like Linda Hamilton. Slightly more attractive Linda Hamilton. Oh no, this sale, I knew this was going to be big. Like, this was one of their hype sales, and they brought it. They brought their A game for this. Oh, Berserker dude, definitely, definitely worth checking out. Hey there, reality. Hey James, man. It's a cool little release. I really like Berserker. It's definitely a different film. Yeah, they are really good at marketing the sale. But one thing I got to say, and it's which is an excellent thing, is that you can market something all you want. If you don't deliver once that door opens up or once that site goes live, you're not going to do well in the future. Vinegar Syndrome delivers, guys. The titles that they've come out with are some that have been long wanted titles. Blood Games has been on my want list for like a very long time. So that was kind of like it's a cheesy title, but it's a fun title. I would love to have picked up some of the other ones. I'm starting to choke here. Is it half directed Twins of Evil and Legend of Hell House? And if that doesn't sell you on that title, I don't know what will, because Incubus definitely one that everybody should have. Hey there, Jacob. But titles, I mean, like I would love to move my thing closer to the to over to there, but I'm worried because the last time I did that, I started to lose, like it started to cut out on me. I don't have Monday off actually. I work Monday, as far as I know. But if it's a stat holiday, I might get paid for it, so that's always a good thing. A lot of these titles, especially some of this, are going to go really fast. Dolomite's a great one, and if you don't have the other three Rudy Ray Moore films, they're on for fairly cheap now, so there are good buys. Guys, see the updated release schedule for the rest of the year in the half package. I didn't actually. Is there an updated release schedule? Like going to film school. I'm jealous of you going to film school. Can I recommend the Psychic Killer? Psychic Killer's one I watched when I was a kid. It was on a VHS tape. It's a fun film. It is a bit slow, but I enjoyed it. I'm not going to say you're going to get blown away, but it's a fun little title. November 2025 releases totaling 204. That's got to be a box set, right? Two 4K UHDs, one 3D Blu-ray, two other horror films. The above description includes two Black Friday. That's going to be insane. No, Bloodhook was theirs. I have Bloodhook. Bloodhook was directed by Jim Mallon, who was one of the guys behind Mystery Science Theater. Hey there, Al. And he was the voice of Gypsy, I think, on Mystery Science Theater, and of course he worked behind the scenes as well. I think he had a bit of a blow up with the original guy on Mystery Science Theater. Oh, trust me, there's lots of guys on here reality that have way bigger collections than me. But I'm proud of I'm able to get what I get. What did they put in those like a mini? I didn't get a chance. What were the mini slipcovers? Were they the ones from last time? Is that what they were? I saw that was kind of cute. They had these mini slipcovers there. Just so many good releases. Was anybody able to get Vice Academy or Evil Town? Did anybody manage to pick that up during the sale? Because I know it went so fast. There was a guy on Blu-ray.com. I thought he was joking. About like grabbing like using the bot to grab all the stuff. I hope excellent. I'm glad you got it, man. Got an Evil Town numbered edition too. Wow. I'm sure you got to have a pretty good collection now, Logan too. So, and I know you beat me with like Criterions and stuff like that. Oh, Shadow Incubus, Orgy of the Dead, Uninvited, or the mini slips. Nice. Oh wow. Okay, yeah. Apparently there's something inside of them. Oh man, I'd love to have those. Were they expensive? I want to peek. I'm going to peek. So if I don't see a comment, I apologize, but I will get back to it. Was there a limited amount of mini slips, by the way? July 2020 package. We got like Old Dracula, Best Friends, and I Like to Watch. So that's two adult films. $8 a piece. Not bad. Limit one per customer. Pocket-sized Vinegar Syndrome slipcover. Welcome to the next big advancement. Slipcover technology. Vinegar Syndrome is a miniature matchbook pocket-sized slipcovers. Each mini slip contains a special collectible item. I am going to put my name out there. I don't have mine on Blu-ray.com. It takes so long to do. But and say I'm gonna put a guess out there and say mini slips, maybe a pin, maybe an enamel pin on the inside there. Let me know what it is when you get yours. But I'm gonna guess they're gonna be pins like that are gonna be maybe an enamel pin or maybe kind of like just kind of a pin that you can put on your shirt. Logan's the musical one of us. I'm the guy that has no tune. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking pins. For the size that they are, matchbox size, I'd say pins or those. And I'm not saying like they don't have to be like the big enamel, like Severn type pins or anything like that. They could just be like the kind of the square pins that you kind of just put in your shirt type thing. Putney Swoop is a really great little film. I don't. That's one I definitely gotta get down the road. I'm probably gonna miss out on the slipcover for Putney Swoop because that one's gonna go fairly fast. That's more of a. That's the month they did the art films. Candy Snatchers, Slip is down to 5. I'm definitely gonna miss out on that one, but it is such a good good little film. If you've never seen Candy Snatchers, it's a fun film. But I don't know, is fun the right word for Candy Snatchers? This is the first time they've done mini slips. This is a new thing. They're always putting new things in. I gotta say, one thing I love about Vinegar Syndrome is they're constantly pushing the envelope. They're constantly innovating when it comes to this type of stuff. They innovate with their packages. They're the first people to do that, to do these type of sales. And now they put in those dividers for that came for all. You get those dividers for your shelving, and now they're doing these mini slip covers. It'll be interesting to see how it goes, what's inside of it. Is it going to be the same thing in every one? I say it will. Not in the same in every, but I will be grabbing all the VSAs eventually. and Candy Snatchers is gone. There's another one gone, guys. We've seen Angels, the box set go. We've seen Candy Snatchers go. Do we still have Unmasked Part 25 up there, or did anybody pick this one up? If you don't have it, I do recommend it. Look at this. Look at this cover. If you're a fan of like Fangoria and Gorezone, especially if you're a fan of Gorezone, Unmasked Part 25 is one of those movies that that just really was really like promoted in that company. Way to go, James. Like yeah, these are going like really fast. That's one thing I gotta say. I mean like super fast, way faster than I thought. Do you think any of the new stuff is gonna sell out? Beyond the Door 3 with the embossed, you know what, is sold out as well. Yeah, people say, well, what about like, our if I'll get it one of these days. Is physical media dying? No, physical media is actually doing pretty well. What do you get, Action Jackman? Blood Games, I expect to sell out. But there's 4,000 copies of Blood Games, so that's actually pretty good. So far, I think you are, Kobe, because right now, as far as I know, Amityville. I'm glad you got Amityville. And Rad, too. I think Rad is one of those that everybody looked at it and said, it's hell need 'em. It's not coming back. It's not being like released again any other way. It's, even if you don't have a 4K player, you got a Blu-ray player. Some sleeper films are the Passing and Decoder. I couldn't pay for a priority shipping. $10 shipping, and I gotta say that's what I normally do. And Vinegar Syndrome are usually pretty fast. I do expect them to be a little bit longer than normal because it is a sale time. And as you can see by the traffic and the amount of stuff that's selling out. Thank you for hitting the like button. I really appreciate that. Savage Harbor, guys. If you like avocado, you got to get yourself Savage Harbor. Because you got Frank Stallone, you got Chris Mitchum, and Chris Mitchum is a master of walking through a film. Like now, just walking through that film, getting that check, walking through that film. Oh, dude, I'm jealous, man. I don't hate you, but I'm jealous of you. It's just, the archive's closed now, though, so you'd have to wait. You'd have to like push it outside the door or something like that. Definitely get a what did they call it? My better half said a like spike type of thing. What happens when you like the video? Well, that means more people see it on here, and that means you see it on here. So sometimes you'll ask me if a video started, you weren't aware that it came on. That's because YouTube prioritizes videos that they let you know about, and you can hit the the notification button, stuff like that. But the best way to get notified, like the video, and that'll bring it up so that you usually see it when you're looking at all the channels that you probably put on. Oh, they are doing curbside pickup, so that's a serious thing then. Yeah, I like that Eddie Murphy. I'm a huge Eddie Murphy fan, but that's something for down the road for me. Thanks, Wolf. Like you too. You got a lot of good stuff, by the way. I don't just because I didn't read it out because you had so much, but you picked up some amazing stuff. Do I have today? I don't have today off. I worked today. I work today and I work tomorrow, so I'm doing this here as definitely as a labor of love. I only was able to pick up 2 titles through the sale, but I'm glad. I mean, I didn't think I was going to be able to get any. I told you guys that initially that basically I was going to be doing this mostly for you guys because because I couldn't get as much as I did last time. I want to grab Tammy 4K as well. Dave, the reason I didn't grab it this time around, and I'll be bluntly honest, is because I couldn't afford it, and because I knew it wasn't a limited edition. What's in the box? I'm curious too, man. Christine, I'm like, I can't buy it. I'm so curious. I so want it. But getting the 2 titles was over budgeted of what I had planned for this because what I budgeted was 0, and then I said, okay, well, if I can get like 60 or $60 worth, like in Canadian money, and then I looked at the titles I wanted, and like Rad was like $45 Canadian. I picked up Rad and I picked up Blood Games. Blood Games had such a gorgeous like slipcover. I could not miss out on on Blood Games. I actually counted the amount of Vinegar Syndrome like Blu-rays that I have, along with I guess with the box sets. So if you include the box sets, because if it's up to date, I went on like Blu-ray.com on the first page, just because I wanted to see exactly how many I had, and so I think right now it's about 109 Vinegar Syndrome Blu-ray. So I'm not, I don't have as many as a lot of people, but I got around 109 on the Blu-ray side of it, and I got around 9 on the DVD side of Vinegar Syndrome. So I'm still getting there. I still got a lot to get. But here's the thing: if you've never collected Vinegar Syndrome, or you're just starting, man, it's a fantastic time. I don't think, man, if it sells 4,000 copies, man, that's a lot of copies. What's it at now? Let's check it. Let's go over to Blood Games and see what. I can't imagine Blood Games sells out in one day. I know a lot of people want it, and I know it's definitely one of their best looking slipcovers that I've ever seen. You got a Laserdisc player? Excellent. It's still at over 500 copies. I gotta imagine that they put Blood Games at 4,000 copies because they knew it was going to be a good seller. They knew this was going to be something that was going to be like a pretty constant, consistent seller. If it doesn't sell out during the sale, they know within the next month or so it's going to sell out. But I do think this is going to sell well during the sale. A lot of people are going to be looking at the limited edition stuff right now, and like this, I think everybody's going to be picking up Blood Games. Like Mausoleum, exactly. There's another one that sort of quick. Mausoleum had less, had around 3,000, I think. Did Mausoleum have 4,000? I thought it was like there was less for Mausoleum. I don't have Mausoleum yet. I still don't have that one, and I just got the DVD. I got to pick. I got to upgrade the Mausoleum. But I'm trying to see if anything here is selling out or the Severed Arm is still looks like it's still you're still good with the Severed Arm. Uh, if any of the limited editions sell out, aside from Rad, it's gonna be Blood Games. The slips sell well. Now, Demonized slip, you're paying full retail price for anything new. Yeah, but the thing is, like Lock, when it comes to this right now, some of these newer stuff, this is the brand new stuff, um, that some of that does sell out. People get excited about the new the new releases. Evils of the Night, if that one hasn't sold out already, that's going to sell out. It's a gorgeous slipcover. Sound of 194. So that's actually pretty good for that one already, right? And so there was what, like 2,000, 1,000 copies, something like that. What do we got here on Night Train to Terror? We'll just check this one as well. Night Train to Terror's got over 500 copies left of Night Train to Terror. Psychic Killer, which has a gorgeous cover, by the way. I would love to get Psychic. The B movie that Amber Lynn was in. Things. She was in Things. You're talking about the movie that put out by Severin under their Intervision label. Is a Canadian film. She plays like the kind of a newscaster sort of thing. So the movie you're looking for is Things. It'll be on sale in June during the Severin sale, and trust me, it's definitely worth it. It's a crazy film. Even you'd like it, Logan, because it's one of those where you're going to watch it and you're going to drink a lot. You're going to have a lot of drinks during things. It's just one of those movies that you open up a couple beers to. It's what you do. Punkfication is selling well too. 288 left to Punk with the slip for Punkfication. That's pretty incredible actually. Damn, I don't know anything about drug stories, but it actually sounds really cool. Somebody asked me about that one. Scare Films Archives. I love those like scare films. They do a 50% off, but the difference is that you're going to notice that for the Vinegar Syndrome stuff, they'll go back like 3 months, and then you'll see the 50% off. With Severin, they go back, they go 6 months, so it's double the time. So they'll have like 50% off, but it'll be stuff that's 6 months or older. Evil Town, it is suspicious how quickly Evil Town sold out. Because I went on and Ryan announced how many copies there were. So I would look, guys, like in an hour or so to see if the Evil Town doesn't just come up there again. The Vinegar Syndrome shelf dividers are back. The slipcover protectors are back as well. They got some cool enamel pins, including a Sex World pin, canister pin, which I'd love to have actually. Hey there, Pinga. The VSAs are gorgeous. I got 3 VSAs that I'm going to need to get down the road. Excuse me. I don't have LA Wars. I don't have Dr. Jekyll's Dungeon of Death. I haven't got these ordered. I really should have ordered the ones with the other films, but I just got like Rad and I just got like Blood Games. I couldn't afford anything else right now. Like a lot of you guys, I gotta just be careful where I allocate my funds at. And I do have like I pre-ordered the the Umberto Lenzi Carol Baker set like last month, so I do have to make sure like just to keep things kind of on the down low, especially right now, money wise. Just like a lot of you guys, we're all struggling right now. It's kind of the way it is. but we're lucky enough to be able to get some of this stuff. It is a cool release, Benga. I mean, it is definitely my type of thing. Um, it really is my type of stuff. Because I love those, like, you're not gonna believe this type of releases, or the shock, the what you call them, like the play faster, the drugs, the scare films. I love those type of stuff. Well, LA Wars is not just a slip. That's a VSA title, Alan. So you're looking at like a hard box, like just like the Savage Harbor and stuff like that. So she doesn't have a big part in it. Like Amber Lynn is not nude in things. Just there's one nude, one scene in things, and it's not Amber Lynn. She stands. Her scenes are shot better than the rest of the film because I'm pretty sure the hard Amber Lynn, and she shot the scenes herself, probably with her own camera, and sent it to them. I'm going to guess that's the way that that one's going to go. I didn't pre-order Strange Vice and Mrs. Ward. I wish I did, but I couldn't afford it. I had to choose between Strange Vice and Mrs. Ward and the Umberto Lindsay Carol Baker set. I do have a DVD right now, The Strange Vice and Mrs. Ward. I will get that one down the road. But I think Rad is still doing pretty good, right? It's like still over 500 on that one. They better not oversold me on Rad when I grabbed that one. Nightmare Weekend sold out. Wow. But like, there's some great releases here. I'm not quite sure how fast some of this is going to sell out. How much is Savage Don? Savage Don's still got to be pretty good, right? Al Absence said, actually, I got that on the way. Well, it says it's on the way, but Severance says it's on the way, and Severance is actually a good company. But on whenever I go to the thing, it just says that the label's made. That's all it says. Well, there's actually some are limited because you have to understand stuff like Disconnected, which did sell out because there was no more rights to it, and things like the Rad one, where the only have like a specific amount that they can get. Like like they'll do like a deal with Nightmare Weekend's a fun one. It's such a fun title. But now you're good with Savage Down so far, guys. If Berserker's selling out, that's a cool title. 440 left. So that's still pretty good. That's a decent amount. Vineyard is Vineyard. A lot of people love Vineyard. I think it's an okay film. It's not one I need a slipcover for. See, here's the thing for me. Uh, I think Vinegar Syndrome does the best slipcovers in the business. They do. But I am very selective. Now, especially right now. Well, there's no Mormon part to it, but it is kind of like, it could be a Viking, it could be a Viking berserker, could be a bear, could be a bit of both, could be something else entirely. Uh, so it's a fun one. Read your comment. I can't see your comment right now. I got to go back. I do apologize. I will check it out. You can get Night Train's slip on its own for $9. That's $9 more than I can spend right now. I'd probably get one of those mini slips for $8. But I can't. I can't. I mean, like I pushed it with the two titles I got, and I'm not ashamed to say that actually, because last halfway to Black Friday sale, guys, I had a box this long. You guys were here. Most of you, some of you guys were here anyway, and I unboxed like over 20 something titles. So this time I can do like two. That's okay. But there are two that I'm actually looking forward to. I'm adding a new 4K to my library, and it's been a long time since I've had the 4K, and it is a Hal Needham film, which just right away. $205. See, you probably got a lot for $205 though. Like me, my order was only two titles, and that with Rad and with Blood Games, that was like and shipping included when it's translated over to Canadian funds. That's almost $100. So that's not something. Oh no, my better half power strong. So $870, dude. You're the man. I would be in the backyard, like right now. There'd be like a hole in the backyard. I just had to dig myself in. I do remember Amberlin was the number one. I love Amber. Amberlin, Gingerlin. They're not related, but I do like them. Scriber plus 20 more titles, nice. I would love to. One of my dreams, one of my all-time dreams, is to get a half year or year subscription to Vinegar Syndrome. That's one that I love. So you guys know how much I love Vinegar Syndrome. I really am. Like my Twitter thing is Mr. Vinegar Syndrome, Mr. Vincent, and it's no word of a lie. That it's obviously from back there. You can tell it's a company that I love a lot, and I do like the Z grade salad. I do like that stuff. Dr. Jungle. I heard, I read there that Logan said Dr. Jekyll's Dungeon of Death doesn't look good at all. It's a title, uh, but I still got to get it down the road. I mean, it's a VSA. Yeah, isn't it amazing that here like this, and you had to know that people must have been refreshing like crazy, like waiting for that in the last 10 minutes or so, waiting to get to the sale, and here you are, like their servers held up. Everybody's ordering at the same time. Everybody's trying to grab their titles. Uh, the fact that their servers held up is insane. PayPal credit. People being locked off the site for refreshing something. I saw that, Dave, actually. I went to Blu-ray.com. I don't normally go there very much anymore because the negativity gets to me sometimes. Uh, yeah, if you if you're like refreshing. Wacko's is interesting. Brian Sauer from Just the Disc podcast. He's definitely a bigger fan of Wacko than I was, though it is a cool little film. It's very cheesy. It's much better than Pandemonium, which is coming out like eventually. I'm getting camera side, yeah. Uh, so, but Wacko's got a great cast to it. Yes, if you have Naked Gun type of movies, it's very silly. The best part of it for me, one of the best parts is Andrew Dice Clay. It's his first role actually, and there's a song that he sings in the film. He actually made up the song himself. Well, last year they didn't do it on the same time. They did it around like a couple days later, like after the weekend, like I think on Monday, right after they did the sale. So this time they're going to the next month. I think that's a good idea because a lot of people go and have when it comes to the Vinegar Syndrome sale. Severn's smart and saying, okay, Vinegar Syndrome's doing their sale in May. Let's give ours a month. That way people will get some extra cash after the sale. Like maybe they won't have something directly after the sale to go and spend on our sale. Maybe wait a month, we can do it. I want Taboo 4. That's the one that I need. Taboo is a great release. There's like 4 commentaries on Taboo. I didn't have the day off. I wish I did. I haven't seen the new Tenet trailer yet, so I can't really give any thoughts on it. I apologize. Today, basically, I worked until 5:30, and then I watched some stuff. And honestly, it's been like Christmas for me when it comes to this stuff. Even though I only got 2 titles, I was super excited about about the Vinegar Syndrome sale. My better half saw me pretty much bouncing off the walls all day. And that's the truth of the matter. I was bouncing off the walls, and we had she stayed up. I mean, she was tired. She was exhausted. She wasn't feeling well. She hurt her back the other day, and so she was in a bunch of pain, and she stayed up with me anyway. So, kudos to her for that, man. The Snyder Cut, I think it'll be a big bunch of fun disappointment, but I'll enjoy it because it is what it is. You don't? Do you really think Vinegar Syndrome's become the new Scream Factory? See, I don't see that. I mean, like in what way do you mean? Because for me, Vinegar Syndrome is still they're still going with a lot of the indie titles. They're kind of pushing outside the boundaries of what you would normally see. And I still think like and Severin too does this. Severin's a little bit more mainstream than Vinegar Syndrome, but it's just there's so many like unique titles there. Like people can say like Rad is kind of more mainstream because the Hal Needham film, or maybe Tam the T Rex. But the versions that they put out and the additions that they did, Vinegar Syndrome has definitely a unique style to them, and maybe it could be just me, but I can blind buy Vinegar Syndrome, and I'm usually pretty happy. I still got to rewatch Demon Eyed. But because that's when I just couldn't get into it at the time I watched it. But I still think it was at the time I watched it too. But that's the one I got into the least, I think, out of all the Vincents that I picked up. I don't need to. I do. I got to give another chance. I know Shadow. We kind of feel the same way. Um, but I got to check it out again. I got to give it another shot. It's become more of a collector's darling. Or Scream used to be getting blasted more and more. Yeah, no, I understand what you mean. You're, it's definitely becoming more popular than when I started like talking about it. That's for sure. Like Logan's not wrong when it comes to that fact. Like we're all here right now, and a lot of us are super excited uh, about the Vinegar Syndrome. Like, and I can tell you right now, 3 or 4 years ago, uh, when I started talking about Vinegar Syndrome, there was not as many people like going looking at their sales or looking at their titles as there is right now. Vinegar Syndrome has, and rightfully so, as put themselves into a good spot, like to a really good spot in my opinion. And they killed it. And it's through, I think, Scream Factory did it by putting out certain titles. Uh, and this is the difference that I think. Vinegar Syndrome did it through innovation, through innovating in ways that a lot of other companies did, and then people followed their lead. Severance followed the lead with their bundles. Other companies followed the lead with their type of sales. Nobody gets the Vinegar Syndrome sale. Um, there's that's the thing. Nobody gets it. Nobody can quite get it. Like obviously Scream Factory can't. Their sales suck. I love some Scream Factory titles. Don't get me wrong. I love their box sets and stuff like that. Their sales are horrible. They have the worst sales out of any company out there, like hands down. What film would get me back to the theater? No film right now, man. There was a Scream Factory sale, actually not too long ago, man. There was a out of print sale, and it might still be going on. Um, Extremely hyped. So do you think it's the Andy Milligan set coming, or a good Scream Factory sale? The anniversary sale of around, I think it's around 2 years, maybe 2 years ago, when they did their anniversary sale. That was a decent sale, not a great sale, but a decent sale. I spent 100 to get one out that. Do I think the studios will listen to fans now after the Sonic redesign and stuff? Can I be honest with you? I hope not. Like to be completely honest, Iron Wolf. I there's we go down a slippery slope when we listen to fan outrage too much. Um, like I do like I like the fact that the Snyder cut's coming out, but there's better cuts of films that should be coming out. I still rather see the Friday 13th uncut films come out. Um, and and the Sonic thing, I'm glad that they did like you know, they upgraded it a bit, but you run the risk of becoming one of the like you know when studios go in and they do like test screenings and then you see people like changing movies all around because like of a bad test screening, and you find out the movie that could have been. That's the slippery slope that I worry about. It's it's a double-edged sword. It can do a lot of good, but it can also do a lot of bad. The best way to have fans do it is have fans make the films. There's your answer for that one. I haven't. I don't remember Seeds and Vapors, to be totally honest with you, but Flesh Pot is an excellent, excellent film. Anybody here got Seeds and Vapors? We got somebody here that that's kind of wondering about it. Read this Star Wars Last Jedi. It's the only yeah. It's it. At the end of the day, it's a film. Uh, but No, don't get me wrong. I still think Scream does some good stuff. I mean, like, let's be honest, guys. We still all like do like some of their stuff, and we all come on. If Scream Factory puts out the Friday the 13th box set and they give us the uncut releases and stuff, we're going to be there. We're going to be buying that. Same as we do with the Halloween set. We like to rag on them a bit because they don't do great when it comes to sales, but they do some good releases, and I can't like. I can't say that Christina, and she has impeccable taste, so go by her. I don't think Code Red definitely. I think Code Red is overhyped by their fans. Mondo Macabre not. I like Mondo Macabre. I think Mondo Macabre just enough actually. I like people are different. The Bees is an ecological horror film. It stars John Saxon, John Carradine's in it as well. I liked it. I thought it was fun. Now I watched The Bees with a bunch of my family, with my kids and my dad and my cousin and my better half. Hey, Trauma Nerd, and I really enjoyed it. It's nothing mind blowing, but it's a fun film. I like those nature attacks type of films. That's a, you're her. You're her better half, right? She has good taste, and I think she does. We have a lot of the same taste. That's what I say. So obviously, got to be impeccable. I'm still Corruption is one I still haven't got. I know it's got The Last House on Dead End Street on it. I'd be getting it for Corruption. I'll be honest with you, because I really don't. Last House on Dead End Street is not one of those films that stuck with me. Like I know a lot of people love it, but does anybody here can remember Last House on Dead End Street and have like say yes, this is a movie that I really need? Like Corruption, yes. See, I don't know. I don't know if I agree. I mean, I think that Scream Factory looked at Arrow, man, a lot. Well, I think Scream Factory looked across the sea at the UK stuff that was being done. I think they looked at Arrow. I think they looked at like the fledgling companies like Second Sight that were starting up, and they said, they're doing some good stuff over there in the UK. That's just my opinion. Like maybe they didn't, but I would say they looked towards Arrow when it comes to the stuff that they did. Then they say, oh no, we looked at other companies. We looked at like Twilight Time and stuff like that. Because I remember at the time said, no, we don't know Arrow. What's Arrow? Like because people like it was said at the time, right? Oh, Scream Factory. I guess they like the Arrow stuff. They know Arrow, and Scream Factory was like, no, not Arrow. We looked at other companies like Criterion and stuff. That no, you did. You looked at Arrow. There's my thought. As far as perfecting it for the mainstream releases that they put out and the box sets that they do, you can't say that they didn't do great jobs on the stuff. Their Halloween set, just getting that, just being able to get it done. Like that was a box that nobody thought would ever be done by anybody. The Wraith is an excellent film. I would love to have The Wraith. I love that film. If you've never seen The Wraith, actually, Charlie Sheen, right? I'm pretty sure it's Charlie Sheen. But it's basically this. There's this accident. This guy comes along, kind of think of like a haunted car type thing, but a cool one. It's cool. The Critters box set was excellent. The Wreck box set, if you never picked up, excellent, excellent box set. And the Omen set, killer. Got to grab that one, man. Second Sight, again, another company that's like just going so well and doing so much good stuff right now. Now, see, I think Scream Factory's artwork is actually fairly good right now. I think some of the early stuff was more iffy. Anybody got Prison? Has anybody ever picked up the Scream Factory edition Prison? Because I like that movie. But look at Prison's artwork, man. Just go back and look at Prison's artwork. That's one of the early ones. Look at that artwork, and you're like, oh yeah, I'll take any artwork now over the cover to Prison, because that no, the good artist apparently, but I'm guessing he was just like a little tipsy when they made that, and they said we'll buy it. He's like, sure, uh, sure, fine. Well, that's the thing. Well, they've had a lot more time to put like a lot of work into them, and you got to give them credit for the Paul Nashi stuff and the Universal horror ones they put out as well. We're just lucky, I guess, and we're spoiled a bit. Let's be honest, we're spoiled a bit to live in at a time when there's a Scream Factory and there's a Severin and there's a Vinegar Syndrome and there's a Mondo Macabre and there's an Arrow Video and there's a Criterion and there's a Second Sight putting out like a huge Dawn of the Dead box set. Um, like there were times when we could go into a store and we could pick up there's a lot of movies, there's hours upon hours of movies, and you would get a release, and if you were lucky you'd go buy an MGM edition of The Brood, and it had some like maybe a commentary, or it had like some stuff written on the back, or a 4-page booklet. And now, oh, I love the movie Prison. I was just going by I was talking about Screen Factory like artwork. And now you look at what we get. Just look at the stuff we get. Do you think that we would be buying a limited special edition slipcover of like Blood Games, or or Dr. Jekyll's Dungeon of Death back when physical media was supposedly alive and kicking? No, because we'd all be focused on we'd all be focused on the, like, because the companies would have all focused on the mainstream stuff. Every once in a while, like Walmart would come in and you'd get like TV box sets, and you get like a bin of them for like $20. Uh, but that was a rarity. If anything sells out, like limited edition wise, out of the new stuff, the brand new stuff, I'd say Blood Games. It's in my opinion, it's probably one of the best looking slipcovers that Vinegar Syndrome has done in a while. It's a title that a lot of people like really kind of think a lot about, and that they actually enjoyed. And it's one that's been on a lot of people's minds. Rad for sure. I think Rad's going to sell out. I would be surprised if Rad didn't sell out. I know they got a lot of sales for Rad near the beginning of and all throughout. But if there's Blood Games for sure, get Blood Games early, and get Rad if that's one you're going for as well, because those are the two that are probably gonna sell out fast. There's some pin in your last comment. Let me see. What genre subgenre do I think is missing in the boutique world? Actually, that's easy. There's two. There is kind of I still think we're not getting a lot of and I'll even like narrow it down for you, like the Cynthia Rothrock, Lauren Avendon, kind of those, that martial arts kind of like, straight to DVD martial, or straight to VHS martial arts style stuff. We're still not getting a lot of that, and I don't think we're getting very much, and definitely enough of those the Cinemax style films, the Night Eyes, the Body Chemistry, those genres. I think those are two genres that are really we don't see enough of them. Like Shaw Brothers stuff, that's like theater stuff. That's stuff that's out there. But like the seeing like stuff like Lady Dragon, all that stuff out there, you don't get enough of that style of stuff. And Massacre at Central High is one of my top wants. So whoever said they want Massacre at Central High, I'm right on that same boat. That's one I've been waiting for a long time. I love that film. Kind of chilly. The Wraith is your number one. I mean, Fade to Black definitely one of my number one wants on Blu-ray. I really want. I kind of want Vinegar Syndrome to get Fade to Black, but if they don't, I want Scream Factory to get it and put a really good special edition of it out there. It's not one that I want to see like get half-assed. Fade to Black's a great Dennis Christopher film if you've never seen it, and it's probably a lot slower than a lot of people think. There's another one too. Oh God, what's it called? It's got Donald Pleasance in it and Jack Palance, and they're like they escape from mental asylum to go because they think that their psychiatrist has been like something bad's happened to him, but he's just moved to another like he's moved away. Alone in the Dark. Thanks, John. That's the one I'm talking about. So those are two big titles that I really want. So I want them so much that I don't remember. But no, Night Eyes and Body Chemistry, those series, those I want box sets of those. I would love to see Vinegar Syndrome do box sets of those. Iced. Are you the guy that asked for Iced on Blu-ray.com? I'm just curious because Ice is one that I want to see, and I thought I was the only person that wanted to see it. And then I saw like somebody would keep mentioning it on Blu-ray.com, and I'm like, yeah, that person that person has taste. It's a fun little film. I like slashers. I'm a big slasher genre. Fatal Games is another cool release to see come out. I remember the cover of Fatal Games. Do you remember with the bloody like baseball? Kind of like Blood Games, right? But didn't have the cute girl on the cover, like kind of bloody baseball, and I think it was coming out of the guy's hand, if I remember it correctly. I could be wrong, but that's kind of the cover I remember. Martin is coming to Blu-ray from Second Sight, the same guys that are putting out the mega box set of Dawn of the Dead. They're also going to be putting out Martin. So Martin is their next release after Dawn of the Dead. So it's going to be a pretty cool release. Second Sight is some great stuff. Yes, for the Millennium Falcon alone. I like You as the Night. I thought it was a fun film. My oldest, wasn't a big fan of it. Well, she loved it until the end. She didn't like the way it ended because a character that she like really liked, like this, I think is a good sign for the film. She was invested in this character, and this character ended up getting killed. So, and she was upset about it. A Crummy box would be awesome. No more box sets this year. Not too many more this year because it's just too much. Evil Town just went insanely fast. Future Kill would definitely be like a Vinegar Syndrome release, with the cool cover too, though. You know, like I'll be honest, guys. See that I'm holding this one in my hand, Unmasked Part 24. I never thought this was going to come out, and the fact that, and I thought if it did come out, maybe Scream Factory put it out, and maybe there'd be a trailer, maybe there would just be pretty much like just a regular release, and Vinegar Syndrome put it out, and it put it with two audio commentaries. It's not on their site yet, David. I mean, I think it's coming on May 26th. So it's going to be on their site on May 26th. That's when you can do the pre-order. I had to look back into it again. Is it May 26th or? Yeah, May 26th, I think. Oh, 26th. So it is one. Great. Fright Night 2, again, there's another release that I really want to get. But guys, hi there, Robert. How's it going? The Hitcher, yes, The Hitcher, 100%. But it's a good. No, come on. Not only is it Ragnar is it's Dawn of the Dead, it's Dawn of the Dead in Blu-ray and 4K, Either Pinga, but it's also got the soundtracks, and that's the killer part. It's going to be they got some killer soundtrack cuts. That's going to be the big reason for this one. And I'm a big soundtrack person. Like I'm super excited about the Umberto Lindsay, Carol Baker. I want the films. The films are fantastic, but the music on the soundtracks, I really want those. There's some deep cuts on those. Anyway, We don't know yet. We'll know on May 26th. I think it's going to be a bit pricey, but I definitely want it. I'm going to suck up for that one. Though on the 26th, the ones those that's only UK. That's like you only ship in UK only. It is that time, Cubic Lover. Do you see me freezing here? I am Aaron. This is the movie library. Thank you for joining me for the sale. I'll try to do another video on this tomorrow. I'll update it. I'll look on the site. Well, I'll see what's still available, what's not. I'll give you some recommendations as well. We'll look at a bunch of stuff. I do want the slipcovers. Trust me, I want them. I want them a lot. You got to talk to my better half, Pinga. You got to talk to my better half. But you are the call to cinema. You guys rock. Enjoy consumption. Enjoy consuming. Enjoy the Vinegar Cinema sale. Feel free to put that in the comment section down below what you picked up. And if you like this video, please like, share, subscribe. It goes a long way to making this channel just keep going. Talk to you guys later. Have a fantastic night. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning here.